Now you out here, you recording and you having fun, you promoting your music a little bit, but you still getting your money, making sure you still your hustle hand is still hard. Right. Where you outside with it.
Right.
What ended up happening to leading you? I know you ended up telling me like, hey, I actually did 10 years in the feds. What happened during this time that led you to getting this 10 years?
Some shaky stuff happened. I'm outside, doing me as a hustler. I ended up going to the bar one day, and to make a long story short, I left up out the bar, and when I left up out the bar, the police just swarmed me. I had a 9mm Ruger on me. And I had like 4 grams of heroin and 5 grams of hard and like 3 or 4 bands at the time in my pocket.
Damn.
And they got me, and we all know shaky streets. Somebody ate the cheese. I can't really say, but in my paperwork it said somebody had called and informed them that a guy that go by the name of Mally was carrying this specific gun that I had. And I didn't get that paperwork until I got to the feds.
Damn.
But that helped me piece a whole lot of stuff together. But just I keep I be knowing what I know, but I keep it at a shutdown, because at this point, man, the way I love my city, I love all the real ones in my city, but the way everything works, and it ain't just my city, it's everywhere pretty much. Man, a lot of people be intrigued on fucking with sucker niggas. Like, they could tell or do whatever, but the streets don't like the real one. The real ones don't get the love. You know what I'm saying? The real ones, the ones that get pretty much threw in the back burner. And I like what's going on right now, because I see a lot of real artists, you know what I'm saying, that's popping out, Shout out to T, shout out to Millie, Black, you know what I'm saying, all them. Kosa, them real people, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, they stand up. You know what I mean? SD Sax, he a real one. It's a bunch. It's right now, I like what's going on in the city. It seems like it's unifying, but
yeah,
back then, yeah, it was messed up. I don't want to get into too much, because it's, suckers can have the rock right now. You know what I'm saying? And they could get you touched.
Yeah.
The way stuff going on now anyway, like.
Yeah. So you end up getting caught with a lot of shit.
That wasn't shit, folks. That was a little bit.
It was a little shit, but you felt like because somebody had told, basically.
Right.
But with that, what was next for you? You get locked up? Did you bond out and to fight?
Yeah, it was a state case at first.
Right. Okay.
I bonded out. I got out on bond. When I got out, I fought the charge. I fought the charge for about 8 months. My lawyer was Wendy Cross. She a judge now, but she was my lawyer. I gave her like 20 racks. Anyway, she kept trying to get me to snitch. Like, every time I go inside the court chambers, she telling me like, yeah, the feds can pick this case up and all that. She taking me to the back of the judge chambers, and it was a detective named Timothy Blyes, and dude to come out and try to question me about things and show me pictures and all that. And I'm like, the man that I am, I can't take down nobody for something I did.
Right.
I'm gonna let my life get ruined before somebody else's life get ruined. When that type of stuff go on, I said just loud and clear, when it get to me, and if it was a sweep going on, once it get to me, it's over with. Because I don't give a damn what you got to offer me. I know what I jumped into.
So, how much time were they trying to give you at this point?
At this point, the judge was saying he was going to give me in between 6 and 8 years.
Okay. And
so I looked at it like, he probably going to give me 7, because it ain't number one number in between that. And I think I went in front of Judge Natal, and he had said he was going to give me anywhere between 6 and 8 years. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. But he shot back like, but you got to turn yourself in today.
Whoa.
And we gonna, you'll come back from sentencing and the inside for what you gonna get. And I'm like, nah, man, like, I ain't ready today.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
they want you to leave right now to go upstate to do 6-7 years.
Yeah, you want me to leave right now? I ain't, and look, I'm just literally, I'm doing me. I'm getting busy, but I ain't got it to turn in. I want to say bye to my wife, bye to my newborn, bye to my oldest son. I want to say bye to my family. I want to put things in motion so I can be straight when I go up.
Facts.
They hit me with the nah, that ain't about to happen. So I hit them with the I told Wendy, hey, I need a continuous. Wendy hit me with the, you facing football numbers. If you get a continuous, then the feds might be able to pick it up. Free game. If the state ever tell you that they gonna drop something and the feds gonna pick it up, let the feds pick it up, man. Because if you roll with the state, they could double back. And the Fed, you could do all your time in the state, the feds can come double back and snatch you, and you still got to go do the time in the feds.
Damn.
Yeah, so they railroad people like that. When you're real, when you just like, man, just give me the time that you're going to give me, you know what I'm saying? And let's roll with whatever I got coming, I got coming.
So you asked for your continuance.
Right.
And she said, well, look, it could go fed if you don't take this now. You
Right.
say, fuck that, I need the continuance.
Right.
So what happens after that?
The Timothy Blackhat was over with the prosecutor. He walks out the courtroom. He yells at me, he say, you better pray that the feds don't pick it up. At this time, I'm already knowing they're going to pick it up. The next day, I was on the bus to Florida.
Oh, you said I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah, I left the next day. I knew they was coming. I left. I was out of here. Shot to Florida. Stayed in Tampa, Port Tampa.
You took a Greyhound there?
Yeah, Greyhound.
Damn.
I ain't had no warrants.
So you left your family here.
Mm-hmm.
And you went solo dolo.
Right. I took my man's ID. We kind of look alike. Shout out to my man's. You know what's up, my brother. I got his ID and got on the Greyhound. I was gone to Florida. I gave my wife a kiss. My son a kiss. She didn't believe what was going on. She didn't even really have no clue what was going on.
Damn.
I was kind of fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't get to leave my wife no money or nothing, man, but that's why we together today, because she held it down and shit. So yeah, I got on that Greyhound, shot to Florida, and then that was a whole nother story, you know what I'm saying?
So you in Tampa now with it. You got your homie ID, y'all kind of look alike.
Right.
So now you like, when you get to Tampa, what the fuck are you doing in Tampa?
That's the humbling part. That was the worst part of my sentence. And I hadn't even got sentenced yet. I hadn't even got locked up yet.
What's going on?
When I get to Tampa, I'm down there. I don't know nobody. I had a partner down there. My partner at the time was my partner. And then, I'm gonna get into that. But yeah, I get down there. Basically, he moving in the streets. He ain't got nowhere for me to go. So I'm staying over Jay's house and shit. Like, I specifically remember sleeping in the sand. I had went all the way down to Opelika first, Opelika, Florida. And at the time, it was going down there with the Zoes and some other shit, whatever. It was dangerous. It was dangerous down there. And I stayed down there for like a couple of weeks. And I literally was sleeping on the beach. Like, I was sleeping on the benches, on the beach, in the hood. And anybody that been to Opelika know how Opelika looks. So I was down there, man, just living. And then one day I just, I was hustling, selling a little weed or whatever. And it was crazy because I met this guy, man. I met a Haitian, man. I don't know where he at, but if you see this video, my nigga, tap in, man. Yeah, he a good dude, man. He showed me the little ropes down there, but like I said, it got a little too crazy. I ended up getting from down there and going to Tampa.
Okay.
I met somebody down there, but I was supposed to originally went to Tampa anyway, but I didn't. I shot past Tampa and went to Opelika.
Yeah. So
now I ended up going up here. Yeah, so I went back up here with my family, who I was originally supposed to go back up here with. Mm-hmm. So I go back up to Tampa, and I'm still sleeping outside. I don't know nobody up here. I'm moving around. He trying to look out for me as much as he can. I end up pulling the lick down there and shit. Like shit got hard. I end up pulling the lick down there like for like $8,000-9,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna say what it was, but you know, as far as how it went. But I ended up pulling the lick down there, you know, and my homeboy shit, he pulled the lick on me. I got the 9. I gave him the money. He was supposed to go grab some ish for me, and next thing you know, man, he left. He ain't never come back. So now I'm in the hotel room with no money.
Damn.
Yeah, I was staying, because I was staying hotel to hotel, and then like actually, not to show y'all, but this too was getting on my nerve at the time. It had to be pulled out. So I'm down there taking Roxy's, killing the pain. My wife, I'm so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had nothing going on. Like I'm on the run.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was the bid. My wife, she, you know, I love her. You know what I mean? Shout out to Miss Queen, my baby. You know what I mean? Y'all tap in with Loose and Beauty, man. At Loose and Beauty. You know what I'm saying? She do the lashes. Yeah, she was buying me food, sending me a little couple dollars. She got her income tax, man, and she literally gave me her whole shit.
So
You know
you
what I'm
can
saying?
get right down there.
Man, so I could just be cool down there. Like